Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Ameri Lite 268BH. This is a great family bunk model. You have double over double bunks in the back with the super slide and second entrance into the bathroom. As we walk through, one of the things I really like is the fact I think Ameri Lite's kind of stepped their game up this year. I see a lot of visual improvements, even though it's the same floor plan. It has a more quality look to the entire product here. Right up front, you will notice you have doors on both sides into the bedroom. The reason for that is that they tried to give you as much space back here, so the bedroom's a little bit smaller. So this way you can enter on either side of the bed. You don't have to try to do the dance at the foot of the bed. There's just not room to do it in there. Right in the center is where your TV will go. They did put a backer in here, so you know exactly where to mount it. You can also mount one on the bedroom. We'll see when we go inside. And so they left this right here so you can run cables through down to right here. This is the multimedia center. I know that this is ancient technology, folks. It should be an HDMI cable, but it's the RV industry, and so they're still using RCA cables here. But you can plug those into the back of TVs. I have yet to see a TV that doesn't have a spot for them. And then that is a DVD player. So pop a DVD in there, you're able to watch it. This does control your speakers inside as well as outside, and it is Bluetooth capable. This is the main entrance. Right over to the side, you have a fire extinguisher down here, which hopefully you never ever have to use. A little bit of storage right here too. I'll open that up to kind of show you what you get. You know, there is some plumbing running through there, but might not be a bad place to throw a couple pairs of sandals, things like that. Your slide out control as well as your awning and some of your light controls are right up here. Decent sized kitchen in the 268. They give you a double bowl sink as well as a 3-burner cooktop. You have the prep space right here in between. They have the decorative backsplash here. It's not going to do a whole lot for, you know, actual function, but it does look pretty nice. You'll also see you have an electrical outlet right there, so if you need to plug in a coffee maker, something like that, you can do so. Your water heater control is right up top. This one does run off propane only. If we come right over here, again, as I said, the 3-burner cooktop, front one high output. You will see you have a little spot for some knives right here in the back. And now if we drop down below, I'll open that up for you so you can see the size of the oven in case you want to do some baking. Your heater is right down here. That is your furnace. And then storage right over here. This is pretty good size storage in all honesty. It definitely is big enough for a trash can, which I like. Bank of 3 drawers right around the corner. Pull one of those out to give you an idea of size. In my opinion, that is big enough for flat where everything else you need. Right up top here, you'll see the storage up top. You don't have any styles. Pretty good space up there. That's pretty standard for most of your travel trailer kitchens for the top storage there. Microwave over to the side here. This one does have the weight on there. As you can see, just under 5,300 pounds. Directly underneath that is your hood with both a light and a fan. Moving over a little bit further is your Dometic fridge freezer combo. We open that up, you can see the space there. This one does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. Right down below, this is your fuse box as well as your breaker panel, so you know exactly where that is. Right over here, tucked away on the side, this one is kind of hidden, so I'd like to show people. This is where your tank monitoring panel is located, as well as the water pump. And then your thermostat is directly underneath. That will be for both your AC as well as the furnace. You get some versatile storage space right over here. You see you have shelves on one side, which makes for a great pantry. Also a good spot for folded clothes. Hanging right on the other side, obviously, for the kids' clothes or buddies, whoever else is sleeping in the back here. And then underneath here, you do have one additional pull-out drawer. In the very back corner is the bathroom. As I mentioned when we started the video, you have a second entrance in here. I really like this because that way you can come right in here, do your business without traipsing dirt throughout the entire RV, whether it's you, guests, kids, whoever else. This does make it pretty simple. You also have a mirrored medicine cabinet right here up top, a little bit of storage behind that. The sink top and vanity. You don't have a ton of countertop space here, but the bowl is certainly usable. And because the medicine cabinet sits far enough back, it is easy to brush your teeth, be able to use this for all of your bathroom purposes. I say that because I've had it before. The medicine cabinet sticks way out and it's just not usable. Decent storage underneath, especially right down here. The plumbing is ways back, so you can use that. Electrical outlet over to the side. Toilet right here. I mean, it's pretty obvious, but as I sit here, as you can see, you have plenty of space. Because there's a curtain, you're not contending with the door or anything here. Plenty of leg room as well. They do give you a tub, which is great if you have smaller ones because you're able to give them a bath. I'll take a step in here just to show you size. I'm about 6 foot. As you can see, even without the skylight, I can still stand underneath the ceiling. With the skylight, it gives you some extra space. So you're 6'2", 6'3". You can still shower in here, as long as you stand underneath the skylight without having to hunker down. And then you have the hand wand just to make life a little easier while showering. You also have the vents up top, a couple LED lights to brighten things up in here in case you are showering at night. Then right on the other side of that are your 2 double bunks, Teddy Bear bunk series. So they're nice and soft. The ladder here is built in. I know this seems like a minor feature, and yes, you can buy third-party ladders, but I love it when manufacturers actually put it in because most of the time it's the small kids that want to sleep up top, and this makes it really easy for them to be able to climb up and get in there. You also have the vent up top there, LED lights on both top and bottom, window on the bottom. My favorite part, though, is the fact that they put in electrical outlet on both the top and bottom as well. So on that rainy day, the kids can plug in their electronics, or again, if it's an adult weekend, the adults can charge their cell phones while they're sleeping. This one does have the super slide, which is why it's so nice and open in here. Dinette can easily sit 4 people. You can drop it down. It can also sleep. Generally, it's mainly for kids, but if you have an adult that wants to curl up a little bit, you can do that as well. It's also a great spot to put a pack and play. Rather than having windows, rather than having storage up top, they went with larger windows here, again, to help make the space feel more open so you can see the bigger windows. And then right over here is the jackknife style sofa. Again, this does drop down into a bed. Once again, it is a fairly small bed. If an adult wants to curl up, they can use it. You'll notice you have the storage underneath there. It's a big advantage of a jackknife is you get all that storage. This one's really easy to drop down into a bed. You have it just like that. But as I mentioned, I'm about 6 foot here. And if I lay on it, you can see I kind of have to curl up a little bit to be able to make this usable. And as I mentioned, not that it's not doable, but you're not going to be able to lay out flat. Right here in the bedroom is the queen size bed. You also have storage underneath that is strut supported, so it'll help you get in there. You'll also notice you have the water pump right down there, so if you need to locate that, that one is right underneath the bed, and it's pretty easy to get at because the bed lifts up just like you saw. You have wardrobe on both sides there, good hanging space. You also have electrical outlets on both sides, windows on both sides, and if you do want a TV, as I mentioned, they have a backer right here, so you know exactly where to mount it, and as I previously mentioned, you just run your cables right through there. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Ameri Lite 268BH. Right up front is the power tongue jack. This helps connect and disconnect your tow vehicle just because you don't have to wear out your arm. It's a little bit easier. Flip a switch, that will raise and lower the tongue here. Behind that, you have 2 20-pound propane tanks with the cover. You'll also see you have your battery box right here. And tucked away kind of over to this side is a solar prep. So if you want solar, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it'll trickle charge your battery. You have the black diamond plating right up front to help protect your front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. And then the front end here is a smooth aluminum rather than the ribbed. The reason I like that, 1, it looks nicer, but 2, it's a lot easier to clean. And this is generally the dirtiest part of your travel trailer because as you're traveling down the road, the top of it is where all the bugs get smashed. So being able to make that a little bit easier to clean is a nice feature. Right over here to this side is your pass-through storage. I'll open this up for you so you can take a look in there. A little bit smaller door on the other side, but you definitely do still have good space up front. If you have some longer items you need to fit up there, like some of your camp chairs and things like that, that will definitely work for you. Power awning right here, just touch a button to roll that out, and same thing to have it go right back in, nice and simple and easy to use. You also have the foldable grab handle right here. There is the smaller grab handle here too, which I don't know that you'd ever use that, but the foldable one is quite nice. You have 2 foldable steps, so that way you have good control from the first step all the way into the coach here. 2 outside speakers, as I've mentioned previously, those are controlled by that multimedia center inside. So that way you can, just play the music right out here. That is Bluetooth capable as well, so you can kind of operate it from out here too. Electrical outlet outside, need to plug anything in, folks, that will be the place to do it. And then, as I mentioned, we were inside. This is that secondary entrance getting you into the restroom. As I previously said, I love having this. Just makes life a lot easier. Not everyone has to go through your entire RV. Right back here is your standard bumper. You'll see that you have the end caps on here. You can pop those off, giving you a storage spot for your sewer hose. Spare tire mounted on that bumper with a cover here to help keep it in good shape. Hopefully you never have to use it, but in the event that you do, again, this cover will help make sure it's in good shape, and this is certainly one of the easiest places to get to. 30 amp power cord right here. It's tucked away in there. Just pull it out, plug it in. You're all set. You'll have power. You can run your AC, microwave, TVs, everything else with your shore power. Right up top there is backup camera prep. If you want a backup camera, having the prep does make it easier to have it installed, meaning it will save you some money on labor. Coming around to the side, we have the storage compartment right here. This is underneath that bottom bunk. Pretty good storage compartment, folks. I know the pass-through wasn't huge, but it certainly does help make up for it right back here. You'll also see you have your city water inlet located here, and then your cable inlet a little bit above that. Last thing I want to show you is right up front here on the off-door side, and this is your fresh tank fill, and then this is the size of the door on your off-door side for your pass-through. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Ameri Lite 268BH. If you like this model and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.